So one of our brothers was inside a Walmart in Texas, but I really don't know the city because they just really didn't announce the city. But this brother was inside of a Walmart shopping, just minding his own business. And he was in electronics, just trying to see some items. And I think the brother took a picture of an item and he was sending it to somebody. Well, one of the employees said they was afraid of him, just petrified and afraid, called loss prevention and had them to call the police on this brother for just shopping inside of a Walmart. Now, on top of that, after the commotion, I want to get more into what the brother said after the fact, because sometimes as black people, we don't realize how traumatized we are for just existing. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Police called on a Walmart customer because he was close to an associate.
And they saying I'm scaring the associate. Here we go. I haven't done anything wrong.
No, sir. But you ended up scaring an associate, and they kind of want you to, because you scared them, kind of want you out. So
I got to leave this. What did I do, bro?
You ended up getting really close to an associate, almost hurdling over, and you saw it on camera.
Show me the camera.
I can if you want to come back to my office.
Yeah, come on, bro. Let's go.
I gotta let you know you can't record in the office because there is information there.
Man,
then you know what's happening.
I haven't done anything wrong. I didn't say anything to anybody.
I know,
but I'm scaring the associate.
You ended up scaring the associate, my boss man.
Which associate? What did I do?
The male associate in electronics.
What did I do to him?
He was taking a picture of one of the electronics item over there because he's into.
And I came too close to him.
And you got really close to him. You just leaned over him and everything. We have it on camera.
Okay, well let's see. Yeah, let's see, bro.
Yeah. Either way, they he wants to have you trespassed and.
I haven't done anything to anybody, bro.
I understand, but like I said, that's just how it is.
Y'all that racist, bro?
No.
Did I say anything to him?
You ended up scaring him, man.
Did I say anything to him? Did I touch him? Did I do anything to anybody?
As far as I know, no, you didn't. That's why they called. That's why they called me up and they said, "Hey, just watch this guy." And they were like, "Hey," but he got really close.
I got close. So if you shopping and I'm shopping, it's something that I'm looking at. Hey, this could be something I want. I might want this.
You were like this. You were like this, like that. You got really close. See how close I am to you? That's annoying, right? Yeah.
Well, that's not annoying.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a public store. If you want, you might be looking at something I'm looking at. You might be interested in this. This might be the last thing, bro. If you looking at it and I'm looking at it, you don't want it, but I want it, man, come on, bro. That's bullshit, bro.
I understand, man, but I gotta do my job,
Man, that's bullshit, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't say nothing to nobody. Did I touch him? Did I brush up against him?
No, boss, man. As far as I know, I know what I've been told.
That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, man. I ain't say nothing to nobody. I ain't do nothing. Minding my business, man. I ain't do nothing to nobody, bro. I ain't say nothing to nobody, man. I'm trying to get what I need and get up out of here, bro. How you doing? I got a brother that's the sheriff, man. I have a brother that's the sheriff. He got too close to me over there. And I'll tell him, hey, I apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't mean like
intervention here, man. We don't do that. We just come, we answer the call for service, and that's the end of it.
So he called y'all.
No action.
So y'all weren't here. He called y'all to come up here.
Yeah. Otherwise,
and he felt uncomfortable. He called y'all to come up here and said he was uncomfortable.
Walmart called us up here. I don't think he called.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Do you really think we'd be here talking to you if I was lying?
Bro, they had somebody got killed in this parking lot a year ago. Got into it with the police and all that shit, man. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I know better than to come up in here and mess up. I'm black. I'm a black male in America. I know better than to mess up anywhere I go. You think I'm gonna come here and mess with somebody?
I have no idea.
Man, come on, bro.
First time meeting, like I said, I ain't seen no cameras, but
that's
what Walmart's saying.
Man, that's BS, dog. That's BS. I ain't saying nothing to them male here. Whenever I go out in public, I respect everybody, bro.
I hear you.
I just talked to the loss prevention personnel right here. I did advise him on what we observed today.
Okay.
You were fine. You go about your day. You purchase whatever you need to.
I can get what I need.
Get whatever you need to.
Okay.
And you enjoy your day.
Okay.
All right.
Am I banned for 2 years and all that?
There was no criminal offense.
Okay. Can you talk to the employee and let him know that I didn't mean any harm to nobody, bro?
Yeah, we're gonna go do that for you, okay?
Yeah.
There's nothing criminal that has happened here. Like I say, sometimes people perceive things in the wrong way.
Yeah, tell him, man. I didn't say nothing to him. I don't mean no harm to nobody, bro. I know.
I said when they told me about it, I thought it was a weird situation, but the way he described it and everything, and I saw it on camera.
Yeah.
He may have blew it up out of proportion, but I'm just doing my job, you know.
I understand.
When they call me up, I got to go do my thing, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
I said,
bro, I ain't mean him no harm. Tell him I apologize if I offended him.
I'll let him know.
I didn't mean to get too close to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you're good to do your thing, man.
All right, tell him I'm sorry, man. Tell him I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry though, man.
No, tell him I'm sorry. I ain't.
Clearly, the brother didn't do anything wrong. The police said there was no criminal action going on here. You see those brothers and sister was cool with him. Walmart didn't ban him or nothing like that because the brother didn't do anything wrong. But that particular employee said, oh, I was just afraid of him for merely existing. There are many shoppers that come inside different Walmarts throughout the United States of America. But I have seen many, many times over the years that black men, more so in particular, and some black women have been criminalized for just existing. They walk in the store, they shop, they do what they're going to do, not doing anything wrong. People are following them. People are using aggressive customer service, and that term aggressive customer service is basically just to watch you, not because they really care about, what you're doing. Some black people have made jokes about it and say, oh, if I see them following me, I have to go ahead and just make them help me do stuff and make them lift it. We turn a lemon situation into lemonade. We're great at doing that. But it really bothered me at the end to hear our brother apologize. That brother should not have apologized, because why are we apologizing for just existing on the planet Earth? Why do we have to apologize for being human beings? Why do we have to apologize for being a black man or a black teen or a black child? Why do we have to apologize for doing that? And that brother did that because that brother thought, oh, man, I'm about to get in trouble with the law. I'm going to be banned from a store, etc. All of that behind somebody, and I don't know who they were, but obviously somebody had some anti-black sentiments. And what we are seeing, we can't just say the person is a white supremacist, automatically you think a white person. No, you have people who are anti-black and they could be of any persuasion. And we are seeing more and more of this. Just like with the shooter in Texas that carried out that terror attack in Allen, Texas, at the shopping mall. He was a white supremacist neo-Nazi, and he was Latino. They just had another guy, Indian guy, recently did a crime, say he was a neo-Nazi. I'm like, okay. I say, what is up with all these people really jumping hardcore into white supremacy? But that is a podcast of a different day. But when you heard the sister vindicate the brother, he just went to apologize. Could you just tell him what? That was an anti-black racist. Because there are many people that come in the electronics department in Walmart and take pictures and send it to people, FaceTime, anything else they do. And I guarantee you he was not scared of anybody else except when a black man show up. See, the trauma of being black in America is that everything we do and everything we say and everything and even who we are is criminalized. You're walking down the street, they find a way to criminalize that. You're quiet, not saying anything. You're scary. Oh my God, he's going to do me something. You're just staring, not doing nothing to nobody. Not touching nobody. Your hands are to yourself. You have no weapons. You have nothing. You're just standing there, and black men have stood there, been quiet, and say, he's scaring me. I'm afraid for my life because he's just looking at me. And how many times that black men in the history of America have been hanging from a tree because he looked at me. It was so bad at one point in time in society, black men had to, when they would see them folks, they would look down. Because if you look at them in the eye, oh, you scaring me, and then that's their way to actually jump on you. See, no other group in this country can ever say they had to deal with that. None of them that come over here today. See, we had to deal with the terrorism of America. To fight for the rights and freedoms that is here today. Everybody else come in after everything is done. And even after everything is done, we are still being criminalized. If we need help because maybe we got in a car accident and knock on somebody's door because, hey, we may need some help, right? They will shoot you through the door if they see it is a black person. Not because you was kicking their door in or just trying to force your way inside the home. No, just because they see you, they want to shoot you. The little young brother, Ralph Yarl. Or they had a story years ago where they had another young black man, I think was in the Detroit area, I think somewhere around there, young teenage boy, went to the wrong house, knocked on the door, and the freaking white supremacists come out there shooting at this young brother with a shotgun just because he knocked on the door. There are people that get the wrong address all the time, but it could be potentially deadly if you are a black person. You don't realize how much our lives are in danger in America. Then you have some people, even within our own community, who bootlicking raccoon shines. They will tell you, oh, y'all just being a victim because black people are victimized. That brother in that video was completely victimized. He did nothing wrong. And yet he was laid accusations like he was a criminal. Loss prevention and say, you know what? Let me go check the tape side. Let me see what that guy was doing. They automatically, oh, he black. Let me go ahead and just call the police and cause a problem. Lucky for him, there was black police officers. And it wasn't, some neo-Nazi behind a badge. Because we know they have them. They get those jobs so they can do things to black people. Because they never going to touch you one-on-one. They never going to square up with you. Unless they got an advantage over you, like, oh, sneaking up on you from behind, or you're a child, or you're a woman, or you're disabled. You know how they are. They never gonna really approach you on one-on-one and see who's the better man. No, they're not gonna do that. That's the cowardice is just in their nature. But black people, stop apologizing for being who you are. Stop doing that. Because you apologizing doesn't change the fact that those people who have anti-black racism in them hate our guts. They hate everything about us. They hate our complete existence. Y'all have to understand that. See, I've understood that long time ago. I understood there are people within this world that will hate me, not because I did them anything, but just because of the color of my skin. They will hate me. Or some people could hate me because they just don't like my opinions. Or some people can hate me because I'm just a man. Or some people can hate me because they don't like to see I'm doing something they wish they can do. It's all kind of things that people could hate you on, but you have to be okay with that. Say, listen, I'm good with that. If you have a hatred for me, cool. I don't like you either. So that's fine. I stay away from you. My life's motto is this: if you're for me, or you're going to be against me. That's it. And if you are against me, I'm against you. If you're for me, I'm for you. That goes for anybody I encounter. I treat everyone the same, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. If you meet me, I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to have manners with you, no matter where you come from, because that's the way I was raised. But the moment I sense, and trust me, my sense of anti-black racism is very high because of what I do. If I even sense it, if I even notice the passive-aggressive racism, if I notice the little microaggressions you're doing, I'm going to sniff that out real quick and I'm going to call you on it. Just because of what I do, and I can see it coming, usually. I can see it coming. It doesn't surprise me. And I usually try to carry myself in a way where, I'm about business. I'm still going to treat you with respect, but I'm about business. So if you're going to come at me right. And I usually don't have problems with people. I always tell people that. I don't have problems with really nobody. Nobody really messes with me like that. Even you talking about so-called racist, they don't even really mess with me like that. Because sometimes, like, I don't see all these videos that be coming out. I'm like, I say, boy, I wish they would. I say, because I got something for them. I say, but boy, if they try, I'm going to ruin their life. You know, because I got a platform to ruin your life. Most people don't. And even people that don't have a platform is ruining your life. You imagine if I put you out there, how quick people find you out. And I wouldn't do it on this podcast. I'd do it on my African Diaspora channel. Well, I have a big audience. But we got to stop apologizing for existing. Number 2, when you are disrespected, you do not spend your money. You cannot disrespect me. You cannot show anti-black racism to me, and I still give you my money. At that point, it shows I have no self-esteem. And I'm not trying to beat up on the brother, but this is an issue in Black America. He's not the only one. Well, can I buy my stuff? No, you don't buy anything because you're not going to be rewarded for treating me bad. The reason why Black people are treated bad in stores is because you keep going back. They know they can treat you rude and get your $100. They know if they treat white people that way or Asian people or whoever, they're going to say, I'm not going back to that store. And they're going to take their business elsewhere. But unfortunately, with a lot of Black people, instead of you saying, okay, no, keep your basket. I don't want that. You're not going to disrespect me in this manner. You criminalized me, lied on me, got the police up here on me, threatening to ban me from Walmart. No, I'm not doing that. And also, I'm sending this video to corporate, writing the email, and everything else I'm going to do. Because this don't make no sense. I say, is this a policy? I would even ask corporate, is this a policy to criminalize customers who's just standing there, who's taking pictures of items to say, hey, if your kids want something or whatever, you may not remember what it is? If that's a policy, let us know. But I can tell you that's not a policy. I know better than that because Walmart's about making their bag. But we can't let people disrespect us. This is why we got so upset with a lot of sisters years ago about these nail salons. They go to these nail salons and then something happens to some of them in there and then they keep going back. Or there was a video years ago that I done out of Dallas that there was a Asian man owned a beauty supply store and he ended up punching a Black woman in the mouth. This man, they had brothers in the Nation of Islam and all kind of people out there boycotting in front of there and say, hey, no, don't go to this particular beauty supply. They got a Black-owned one over here down the street. People say, oh, okay, really? And they're going over there. So guess what the Asian man did in that video? The Asian man said 50% off of everything in the store, 50% off. What happened? Not that Black people, especially Black women in particular, so I can't even say Black people, because Black men was out there protesting and pissed off. They had the women in our community lined up to get 50% off after he just punched a fellow Black woman in the mouth. No sisterhood code at all. But let that Asian would have been a Black man. Oh, they would have teamed up against that brother real quick. But when it comes to these other groups, we don't want to have a code because you want to spend money with anybody and they don't respect you or other Black people. See, one thing I respect about the Jewish community is that when you cross them and you make them upset, they're gonna show you better than telling you. And I don't understand why Black people don't do that. Like, we started I'm gonna punish you for disrespecting us. Remember the Montgomery bus boycott? They were doing Black folks wrong. Black folks said, okay, with Dr. King and them, we're not going to ride your bus for a year. And after a year, they changed whole laws to say Black people can ride anywhere they want to on a bus. Why? Because that group of Black people respected themselves. And they said, no, I'm not going to be treated this way. No. And what they did, they got on code. They carpooled with each other because we live in the communities with each other, right? We wasn't all separate like we are now. And they were saying, we're going to carpool with each other to work. We're going to pick each other up after work because we all live in the same neighborhood anyway. But we're going to stick to this because we refuse to let these people do what the hell they want to do to us. And they got the laws changed. But that's when you respect yourself. Today, anybody can treat you bad in a store and you still go buy from them. This is why they continue to follow you. This is why they'll tell you hurry up and buy. This is why they don't care what they say or do to you, because you will come back and buy it anyway. You act like what those people are selling you is oxygen. Like if they take it away from you, you dead. You act like these people it's some life or death, or your home, or you'll be homeless if you don't buy something from these people. None of that. The problem with Black America is you don't respect yourself. And I said that many times before. Why don't you respect yourself? I understand that a lot of you have low self-esteem. I understand that. And a lot of that comes from this society. And then also within our own neighborhoods. I understand a lot of you have low self-esteem. I get it. And whatever your circumstance was to lead up to that, even personally, you got to get out of that. I'm not going to give my money to nobody. When I go and buy something, I better hear Mr. Scott. Oh, okay, Mr. Scott. Yeah, this and that and third. And Mr. Scott, you need something? Mr. Scott, this. I'm on up to buy from you. If I walk in somewhere and you rolling your eyes, don't want to help me, have me standing there, I leave. I've done it many times. I walk in a place and I'm just sitting there watching and I'm seeing people. And then I just look at my watch like this. And I'm like, if they don't get to me or even acknowledge me within the next 3 minutes, I'm out. I'll give you 5 good minutes and I'll walk right out and never come back. And you will never see me again. I refuse to give my hard-earned money to anybody that disrespect me. Or if I catch them disrespecting other Black people, I'm not going to give them my hard-earned money because I respect myself. But do you respect yourself? That brother should not have bought anything out that store. Not a thing. He could have went somewhere else and got it. I guarantee you everything that he had in that cart, he could have got it. He could have got it on Amazon or something or somewhere else, wherever he wanted to buy it at. We got to let these people know if you disrespect us, you don't get our money. We should be practicing boycotts all the time with our money, but we don't want to do it. Why? Nobody will respect Black America until Black America respect themselves first. You can't talk about other groups and their attitudes toward us when you don't make them suffer an economic consequence. All these different people that's even in our communities. They'll come in your community and be rude to you. How many videos have we covered where Arabs have been rude to Black folks, Indians have been rude to Black folks, different Asians, and y'all go right back. There's been so many times that brothers and sisters have protested and say, we're going to shut this thing down. And Black folks still trying to go in there because you don't respect yourself. They got these people that come in your neighborhoods who are Muslim. They sell you pork that they refuse to eat. They have products on the shelves that's expired. I remember years ago when I was out there with Brother Yakanon and them with the People's Party here in Houston, went in one of their stores and you was finding item after item after item expired. They don't respect y'all enough to even get you fresh items to sell to you because they don't respect you because you was going to buy it anyway. That's what happens when you don't respect yourself. See, I'm not going to always be talking about other groups of people. I'm going to talk about you because I told you, we as a collective participate in our oppression. And your participation is not checking people when they're doing you wrong. Your participation is constantly giving them money to say, hey, I'm going to reward you for your horrible treatment. I'm going to reward you and say, here's my money. You don't have to respect me. Here you go. And they're going to continue to be more disrespectful. Then when somebody like myself come along, they get shocked. They're like, whoa, where he come from? He's quite militant. No, I'm not militant. I'm just a human being to say you going to respect me like you respect all these other ones. That's all. I don't walk around here being militant with nobody. I tell people all the time, I'm seeking to be at peace with all people. But the moment you want to start with me, well, I'm going to meet you with the same energy. That's all. That's all. I'm not going to be peaceful and let you come at me and attack me. And I just be like, oh, I'm going to turn the cheek. I don't believe in turning another cheek. You try to slap me, I'm going to slap you back. That's how I feel about that. I believe in treating others the way they treat me. That's what I believe in. So you nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you mean to me, I'm mean to you. If you're trying to fight me, I'm going to fight you back. If all black people got on that, we would be a lot further. And treating you bad in the store like that is treating you wrong, disrespectful, rude, and mean. So you respond the same way back. I'm not saying you commit no crime in the store. No. You just say, man, keep your crap. I don't want this crap. And I ain't coming back to this place. Forget y'all. And I'm going to tell all my family and people on the internet not to come over here because y'all don't like black people. See, I'll tell you that in a minute. If you do it to me, I'm going to say, oh, you doing that because I'm black. Oh, they don't like you to say that. No, it's not. Yeah, that's what it is. You're only doing it to me because I'm black. Because I didn't see you do it to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You only did it to me because I'm black. That's it. Tell them that every time. Listen, I had a guy I used to work with. Oh, he used to make me laugh with this. And God, what's this guy's name? I forgot his name. And he would tell me, say, look, you say these folks messing with me today? I'm all day. Anytime they say something wrong with me, watch what I tell them. So they say something silly, it's crazy to him. You only told me that because I'm black. I didn't say that because yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I already know how y'all are. Y'all always only saying that because I'm black. And he would say that, and them folks would be tiptoeing around him a lot because of that reason. And he say, see? You see? He say, they don't want to hear that. He say, just tell them that you don't do that because I'm black. I used to laugh at him. I was young. Like I think I was like 18 when I worked at that job with that brother. Hey, that was so funny. But outside of him being funny with that, when these things are happening to you, you just say it. You're doing it because I'm black. Because I don't see that I don't see y'all constantly doing this to the Asian person. I don't see that doing it to definitely not white people. I don't see you criminalizing Arabs. The only time I've ever seen Arabs criminalized in this country is after 9/11. And that's been a long time ago, right? Outside of that, the black man and woman have been criminalized consistently. But we have to put a stop to that. We can't beg them. We can't beg the Democrats. We can't beg nobody. Sometimes we got to put a stop to things and put our foot up somebody's butt for treating us a certain way. And putting your foot up to butt doesn't mean always physical. Because you know what? Economic pain hurts a lot more than physical pain. Trust me. Tarnishing a reputation hurts a lot more than physical pain. And I'm a firm believer of that. Lawsuits hurts a lot more than physical pain. So black people, don't apologize for existing. Don't ever do that. And don't give your money to anyone that criminalizes you, treats you rude, dismisses you, will pass you up, because your money is just as good as anybody else. You work hard for your money. And if anybody want it, they should be calling you Mr. or Miss So-and-so to get your money. And that is, especially if they know your name. You gave them your name or whatever. That's how they should approach you. If they're not going to approach you with that much respect, they don't deserve not even a nickel out of your pocket. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the podcast this evening. Greatly appreciated. Make sure you click the subscribe button. If it's your first time here, click that like button. It's very important. If you're enjoying the platform, leave us a super chat, or after the podcast, a super thanks is greatly appreciated. And we'll see you on the next one.